Hi, this is Brett. I was dialing you in because I had a question. There's no way. Hello? God, what a dick. Welcome back to... Kidding. No, but genuinely welcome back to Dialing In with Brett. Genuinely, I mean that. I did see a Reddit thread. Fucking sue me. God, yeah, obviously I'm on my phone all the time. Can you blame me? And someone was like, yeah, they were talking about my podcast, and someone said, like, I don't understand the shtick. First of all, like, that shouldn't, that's not on me not knowing how to pronounce that. Anyways, y'all don't get the shtick. Y'all don't get the shtick. Thank God I spent X amount of dollars on that video promo. Built an entire fucking set in my garage for y'all not to get it. Anyways, that's why we're doing 2 episodes a week. So, Jesus, I hope to and pray to God you guys understand what I'm doing. It's crazy because I'm like, I'm not going to start a podcast unless, like, it has some motherfucking meat and potatoes. And then, again, all of that to just for you guys to be like, what is it? I don't get it. What's the point? Bitch, I'm not wearing a suit and fucking tie every single day for you guys to not get it.
Do you want to do, like, a quick explanation of, like,
Yeah. So, for y'all at home, in case you fucking missed it and didn't watch one of the 2 episodes that are out now, and also see the video promo that I perfectly curated to explain what the podcast is while also making it funny and also, you know, being on theme. If you couldn't fucking get it around that, kidding. It's fine. You guys are dumb. I get it. Kidding. I'm going to stop saying kidding here. Shortly. But dialing in, I will be dialing in a guest, 1 to 2 guests every single week, you know, random people. You know, I want to interview a gay Chick-fil-A employee. So if you are that person, I want to know how you can work at Chick-fil-A as a gay employee. Baby, unfortunately, they don't like you. And I want to walk through your experiences. I want to talk to an AMC employee, ask if, like, why they care so much about the IDs thing. Is that, like, you know, corporate that's being a dick about that? I'm trying to get random people on my podcast to talk to them about random things. You know, like, kind of like if you're at a party and you have 3 drinks and you're just like, fuck it, I will ask this person anything about their job. That's what I'm doing, okay? And it's educational. It's educational but fun and funny and dry. Anyways, that's dialing in. And yeah, we're going to have 2 episodes a week for a pretty good bit. Just pushing that content out because it is not doing well. But it will. And so I'm confident in it. And so that's, again, fuck it, 2 podcast episodes a week. Yeah, 2 episodes a week is what we have to do to pass Caller Daddy. I'll fucking do it. I also, like, let's just address the Caller Daddy in the room really quick. I have no beef against Caller Daddy. It's just the only podcast that I know that is doing better than mine. I'm trying to think if there are any other podcasts that get more views than mine except for Caller Daddy. No. Drawing a complete blank. Something I did just actually find out in yesterday, which is, like, kind of funny, and, like, I'm addressing it because I truly didn't have any idea. I almost was on a network. A specific network that also might do Caller Daddy. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Whatever. And it was going to be a radio show. They reached out to me. Didn't get it. Completely fine. Didn't want it. Okay, cool. Didn't want it. Anyways, they did start. It's called Dialed In. Not a great look. Not a great look to start a podcast called Dialing In after I get rejected from one that is now called Dialed In, again, through the same network of Caller Daddy. Again, Caller Daddy, you're fine. Like, I don't have any beef with you. You just are bigger than me. So I need to take you down. Daddy gang. Kidding. Anyways, let's fucking get into it. Okay, I want to talk about school. I want to talk about elementary school. First of all, I was a child. We all are children in elementary school. Like, that's kind of the whole fucking point. Why were you making us sell shit? Why am I, like, providing for the school in a financial way? Let me get this out of here. It looks like shit. How could they make us children work for the school in, like, ways where it's like, no, baby, you're not paying for anything. You're fundraising. Elementary schools could make kids do anything in the spirit of fundraising. Baby, why am I selling butter braids? I don't know if you guys know what butter braids are. In Iowa, we had to go, like, door to door. We learn about stranger danger, but then it's like, oh, fuck, when push comes to shove, let's get these kids on the street selling pastries to their neighbors. Like, what? So we would have to sell butter braids, which, again, are like strudels. Why am I, as like a 7-year-old boy, being a door-to-door fucking salesman? Just so what? So I can have a desk at school? If that's what public schools are all about, like, fuck it. I'm going private. Like, I'm not paying for my, like, oh, it's free. Yeah, at the cost of me fucking working for you? Absolutely not. And then you get into middle school. Now we're selling magazines. First of all, read the fucking market. No one likes magazines in the first place. Second of all, again, why am I selling them for you? And they would be like, well, if you play a sport, you do cross country. You want a jersey, bitch? You want a jersey? Sell the fucking magazines. Why? And then they would like incentivize. Anything could be like written off by just being like, and we'll give you a pizza party. Oh my God. Lunch with the principal's fucked. No, it's like so insane. They would have like insane incentives, which again, like usually were just like a pizza party, which again, like you can write off any manual child labor laws when it's just like, hey, but we offered them Little Caesars on Friday if they do. Also box tops. What the fuck is a box top? And why did you have me cutting out every single box top on every single Honey Bunches of Oats box that I purchased? And I brought it in again, what, for a fucking pizza party? What are you doing with the box tops? What is the monetary value of a box top? And again, why was I paying for the school? And it also sucks because like teachers get paid so little, which like obviously pisses me the hell off. But it's like, okay, like, so the next thing is like, all right, let's get the kids working. Let's put the kids on the fucking field, boots to ground. But anyway, we had to do magazine sales in middle school. And it's always like this guy that it's like, respectfully, did you do a line of coke before you came in here? Because why do you have this much energy? It's also like you're like a 37-year-old man like trying to get like 11-year-olds hyped up on like going door to door to magazine sales. Do you remember like the puffs or what were those little like fuck ass like keychain?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't.
They would give us these like little like miniature stuffed animals that it's like you could collect them and it's like, oh, you get 3 of them and you get a Tootsie Roll. Like, yeah, fuck it, pogo stick for 8,000. It's like a wire. Like there were so many different incentives, and it always was like the kids whose parents like had money who just like bought all of their shit. It's like, oh, cool, now you have a fucking lava lamp and I don't. That's just unfair. Again, like, okay, we have to do this or else I can't do cross country, a sport that I didn't even give a fuck about. But if I don't do this, I don't get a jersey. We can't take the bus there. It's messed up. Like truly, like, and also like. I want to talk about jump rope for heart. I want to fucking talk about jump rope for heart. If you don't know what this is, it's like it's a day where like again like a 37-year-old man who probably did a line before comes in and is like so excited to be like, yo, we're gonna jump rope all fucking day. What? What do you mean I'm jump roping all day? I'm 6. And like it's like jump rope for heart. We're helping heart survivor. Heart palpitations, baby, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack here. I have to jump rope all day. Also, this isn't fun for me. Where it's like I'm raising money. How? Because I'm jumping rope. I don't get how any money works, you know, in public schools. But it always was our responsibility as the fucking people, as the children of the corn. Like as the children. I don't like the corn part. As the kids. Like what? Public schools will do anything. Public schools will put children on the fucking front lines before just like comping us jerseys. So I'm hearing now that jump rope for heart was thank you. Sorry, I can't in one ear out the fucking other. So here we have jump rope for heart. Who is the target audience for jump rope for heart? I don't fucking know. Talking about jump rope for heart. It encourages kids to have a positive attitude towards exercise, healthy eating, and heart health while raising vital funds to fight heart disease. I personally don't think me as a 7-year-old should be like responsible for raising vital funds to fight heart disease. Like, just give me a fucking worksheet. Give me a coloring book. Like, why am I doing this? And again, like, why does it come at the cost of me jumping rope for 4 hours? Also, did my parents know about this? Because, like, hey, you're just having me jump rope for, like, 7 hours today? What the fuck? Also, I didn't raise money. I don't think I did anything for that other than jumping. So you're telling me like me jumping rope for 7 hours is like how am I raising money? And they also what? I literally was gonna say dance marathon. Okay, I'm gonna get in a dance marathon while we're into raising money. Okay, I'm gonna briefly touch on dance marathon. Obviously, a great organization, a great cause. Do not get me wrong. I do think it has a little bit sinister energy. I did dance marathon for 1 year in college. First of all, obviously, I was just like, hey, Mom, can I have $500 because I can't participate in this unless I have $500? And she's like, I'll give you 75. I was like, fuck, okay. Like, now I have to text all my aunts and uncles. This is horrible. Raise the money to go to the function. Why did I have to stand for 24 hours straight? And I get it where it's like, okay, the like children have cancer. Breaks my heart. We're raising money. We're doing it for the kids. Why can't I sit, though? I will stay awake for 24 hours. Sure. I'm happy to do that. That's the least I could do. They would literally come into the bathrooms. If you were sitting down on a stall, they'd be like, you've been in there too long. Let's go. Up. Why? How is this helping anyone? Again, I already committed to being here for 24 hours straight. I already raised $500 that I didn't have, that I had to ask like my extended family, whatever. We don't even need to get into dance marathon, honestly. It's like probably like I'll get in trouble. Anyways, magazine sales. So they would have like this like hype man, again, the guy who did a line before, and then they would have like basketball people. They were like, we got these people from America's Got Talent to come and get you hyped up. And then they would do like flips and like dunks, which I'm like, why didn't we use this budget to literally just pay for the fucking jerseys in the first place? How much did it cost to get these people, these knockoff Harlem Globetrotter ass bitches to get here? Like, we could have, I'm sure that costed a pretty good bit, but now like my ass is going door to door to sell these magazines just for what, the little fucking stuffed animal Puffy or whatever the hell they were called. Best case scenario, I walk out with a fucking pogo stick. The cheapest one too. I was like, I'll just go to fucking Dave & Buster's if I want some shitty ass presents. If I want some dumbass gifts, I'll go to Dave & Buster's. And at least I will like get to play for it instead of having to fucking pay for it. Holy shit. Holy shit. Dear media, clip that. Kidding. That's not from my podcast. Also, we're doing it ourselves. Okay, whatever. You guys don't get it. Anyways, I just don't think it's like my responsibility. Jump Over Heart was child abuse. Stand by that. Again, don't know how like any money was raised. And again, like why the fuck could elementary schools write off everything by just being like, we might give you a pizza party? And it was always like, again, it's like if you get $4,000 tops, then you can have a pizza party. Again, they would get Little Caesars. I'm like, baby, I know this runs you about like $13 for 4 pizzas. And again, like you are putting my life at risk going door to door, which I really appreciated. Anyways, fuck schools. Kidding. Anyways, moral of the story, public schools are scams. Let kids live. Don't make them raise money for you. Thanks. And again, it's always like money for stuff that it's like, why don't we just have this? Also, it's like you have to raise money for cross-country jerseys. The jerseys they gave us are like 40 years old, and like the body odor from every person that had it previously is like permanently engraved in it. I'm going door to door to like to smell the smells of 17 cross-country runners before me. Pass. Oh my God, but I could get a lava lamp. Blow me. Anyways, that's the school system. Fuck. That's why my kids would be homeschooled. Kidding. I actually think they'd be weird if they're homeschooled. So, Benson Boone. Benson Boone is getting like a lot of hate, which is like, I can't tell if it's fair or not. There was a point. This is actually so funny, and y'all don't know this. Was there a point where I DM'd this girl who posted Benson Boone on his story and asked him if he was single? Sure. Was it and is it still to this day Benson Boone's current girlfriend? Yeah. Who fucking cares? Is Benson Boone straight? Yes, he is, and he's also my boyfriend. Great, good to know. I will never ask a question to you ever again.
You DM'd Benson Boone's girlfriend?
Yeah, I DM'd Benson Boone's girlfriend. Why? What's up? Didn't know they were dating. Didn't even know if he was LG or not, which he's not. But Benson, I feel like he is getting like the flipping is out of control. It is genuinely out of control, and I fucking love doing tricks. I can actually do a pretty good amount of tricks. I can do a kip up like no one's fucking business. But it really gets to a point where I'm like, okay, like you can do a flip, you can do one flip a concert, and that feels again like I'm being generous. You don't need to be flipping the entire concert. If you're gonna keep flipping, evolve with. I want to do a flip with a turn. I want to see a gainer. I'm sure he can fucking do a gainer. He can do everything. Kidding. I've actually only seen him do backflips. Also, like the backflip off the piano, it's like that's like a once every like 3-month move. This can't be an every show thing. I actually do like kind of a few of his songs. I do like a few of his songs. Okay, like what do you want me to say? Mr. Electric Blue, there's something in that song that gives me childlike joy. Is that, and if you have anything mean to say about that, like, okay, let me be a kid for once. Oh no, everyone always wants me so fucking grown up and mature. Like sometimes I just want to be a little boy and listen to Mr. Electric Blue by Benson Boone, which is like, again, just like. So if you watch episode 2, I did talk about how I can only obsess over like 1 to 2 songs at a time. I actually added a third into the rotation, which is unfortunately Mr. Electric Blue by Benson Boone. Like, again, I do not have good taste in music, and I'm completely aware of that. And it's also something where, like, more so recently, I'm like, in the past, I was like, oh my God, I'm so crazy. Like, I only can listen to one song on repeat for like 3 weeks straight. I'm nuts. And now I'm like, oh, wait, like, I actually feel like there's like, it's something deeper. It's a deeper rooted issue, bordering maybe like a mental illness, where it's like, why can I only listen to one song on repeat? Like, that's like not normal behavior. Like, I listened to the song 21, again, bad taste in music, by the way. I listened to song 21 by Gracie Abrams every second I could for 3 weeks. Like, my brain is like numb at that point. So, yeah. So something's definitely going on mentally upstairs, but also Miss Electric Blue.
Yeah.
What?
Mark Zuckerberg dressed up as Benson Boone for his wife and did like a flip on stage.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that Mark Zuckerberg dressed up as Benson Boone and did a flip for his wife on stage? Where the fuck was I? Where the fuck was I when Mark Zuckerberg was dressing up as Benson Boone and doing a flip on stage for his wife? Also, like, yeah, love is fucking real. Like, I'm so sorry. If anyone that I was in love with dressed up as Benson Boone and did a flip on stage for me, like, I'm fucking toast. Baby, that's my soulmate. But also, fuck Mark Zuckerberg, yeah. Everything's hard nowadays, except for... I'm really trying harder not to be as crass. It's tough sometimes. Like, the jokes write themselves. Everything is hard nowadays, and I hate it. I truly hate it. Like, of course, I try to put my couch together. You know how, like, your couch can, like, lock into place so it doesn't slip and slide around? I tried to do that the other day. Took a lot of work, slowly bringing it down, cut to it crashing to the ground and shattering a lamp that was under the couch somehow. And of course, the falling actually did somehow turn off my gas, so then I didn't have hot water. My stove didn't work, my dryer didn't work, and my dishwasher didn't work because it activated like an earthquake protection plan. Baby, what? So then obviously I had to call like the gas guy to come and fix it, and I had to like pay money. And he's like, were you jumping around your house at all? I'm fucking sure I was. And he's like, were you moving any like furniture? And then like obviously in my head I was like thinking about like, oh, when the couch like truly crashed to the ground and shattered it. I'm trying to think. No, that's weird. Thought that like if I just played stupid, he would just be like, all right, I'll do it on the house though. Obviously still had to pay for it, but yay. But yay. Something that I hate is when you're like, oh, I'm going to the bar to get a drink. I'm running to the store if you need anything. And someone says, surprise me. No. What do you want? Why is this now my problem? Oh, get a drink. What do you want? Surprise me. You have about 3 seconds. I'm going to count down from 3, and if you don't have a fucking answer, you're not getting it. What do you want from the bar? Surprise me. Like, that could mean anything. Did you think I'm gonna like make it like a game? Like, ooh, wait, that's gonna be so fun. Now I get to choose. Like, no, I don't want to have to guess. What if I get the wrong thing? Then you're pissed, and then I wasted money on a drink that you don't. What do you want? What do you want? I'm not surprising anyone anymore. What do you want? Be straight up with me. Just like a short little rant. What was the other short little rant that I wanted to just get off my chest? Oh, crossfade on Spotify. In theory, it makes so much sense, which if you don't know what the crossfade is, it's like when one song is ending and then a new song begins and it kind of blends it together. Every single time I hear it, I'm like, oh, okay, DJ. Hey, oh, you mix this yourself? Again, in theory, is like it makes way more sense. You don't have to hear the boring parts of the end where the song just ends. But like I can't help that just like the inner dick inside of me, like every single time, like me needs to make a comment like remix. Hey, okay, DJ. Hey. So that's that. I'm not being funny right now, which I don't appreciate, but who gives a fuck? All right, y'all. Again, it's y'all's favorite segment. It's your guys' favorite segment. There's no getting around that. You guys, I don't think anyone has ever commented about this. No one has ever actually made a comment about the "Am I in the Wrong" segment. Y'all love it. You don't have to. I know you guys eat this shit up like a Snickers bar. Anyways, we have the newest "Am I in the Wrong?" Am I in the wrong for not letting my niece sew me a dress for a big career moment because she doesn't do a good job? Damn. I love my niece. I support her creative expression. I've told her that she can make me a dress for running around the house, running errands, hanging out, etc. Imagine if you like told someone who like is creating, like making clothes. It's like, oh my God, yeah, like I would love you to make a dress to lounge around in. Oh my God, wait, that would be so cute for like me not going out in public. Oh my God, wait, you should make me a dress for when I'm like painting or like, you know, getting dirty and shit like that. I would love that. Would obviously like crush me, but I also get it. I get it. I'm happy to wear something she's made at times when it's appropriate. I've worn the acrylic scarf. Acrylic scarf. How would that work? Like acrylic nails, but make it a scarf. Isn't it like Gel X? I've worn the acrylic scarf, which I just got eyes on. It's less weird than I was making it out to be. She crocheted for me a few years now, and it's not because it looks good. She begged me to do an outfit for an event I have coming up where I'll be on stage. I tried to let her down gently and said I had a dress being tailored as we speak. She said I could wear that that one was something else, but that I should wear something she made because it would be special and a bonding experience for us. Bitches make you wear your like their shitty ass clothes and be like, it's a bonding experience. No, but like I feel like it'd bring us closer together. Her mom, my sister-in-law, is telling me that I care way too much about my appearance and my image. Just an event related to my career. The last thing I need to do is walk up on stage in something that doesn't fit or looks like it was made with a sheet. Damn, you're getting her ass. My career is the most important thing in the world to me right now. Obviously, for my sister-in-law, her child is the most important thing in her life right now. But am I correct to put my career ahead of her child's feelings, or do my values automatically make me the asshole and the wrong? Make me in the wrong. Okay, look. I personally am at an age where I'm like, I'm not in the business of doing people favors. Like, it's like, oh, okay, like, just because this one girl's like looking up YouTube tutorials and like, oh, I want to get into knitting. Baby, I don't want to look like shit. Oh my God, wait, you're like doing a passion project? I don't want to like embarrass myself. Again, make her like a dress that she can lounge away in. Make her a dress that she doesn't give a fuck about when she's grilling out. Make her a nightgown. Everyone wins. No one sees it. Like, I think that's crazy. I also think it's crazy that like the sister-in-law is like, really? You care that much about your appearance? Yeah. It's my career. I don't want this fuck-ass acrylic dress that your dumbass daughter is learning from YouTube. Also, it's like, hey, baby, like, how about you practice a little bit more, and then, like, once you figure it out, then I will maybe slip into something a little bit more uncomfortable and uglier. But until then, let's, like, work on your craft. I also, again, just, like, I think the, like, art of, like, doing favors for someone when it's, like, comes at the expense of yourself, it's like, I don't care. Sorry, don't actually give a shit. You're not in the wrong. Your untalented your untalented niece is in the wrong, baby. We've all seen those scarves. My God. Okay, this is like her passion project. Okay, well then it can be her passion project. Why is it coming at my expense? Why do I need to look ugly because you want to like try to start to knit? You can like knit me something, but I'm not going to wear it to like a huge work presentation. Anyway, you are not in the wrong, and I'm going to call the girl right now. Obviously, I don't have her number, so I'm just going to. Hey, Gopher Brett. Hey, Queen, how are you? Busy with your sewing projects? I've heard. Yeah, I heard you're really talented and shit like that. Very cool. Oh, wait, I heard you might want to make a dress for your aunt for her big work event. Oh, my God. What if she just wore something cute instead? Yeah, since you don't really have any experience. Yeah, you remember the acrylic scarf? Not the best. But baby, like, keep following your passions, baby. Like, genuinely, like, if you keep working hard at this for the next, like, 10 years, like, my God, you might be something. But for now, let's just put the needles down and let your aunt buy a designer dress. Let her buy a designer dress. Aw, well, good luck, baby. You have a long ways to go, but I'm so proud of you, genuinely. Aw, thank you. She said she liked the podcast. Aw. Well, maybe you can come on someday. All right, love you too, girl. I actually kind of feel bad for saying the things that I said. She's very sweet. Again, wildly untalented, but like she really does have a good heart. Just wear the dress. It doesn't fucking matter. It's just your career. Next on Dialing In. We're going to be dialing in. Wait, what's the fucking shtick of this podcast? I'm having a tough time with it. Baby, read the title. Watch the promo video. Watch an episode. I dare you. I'm kidding. By the way, I'm a sweetheart. Anyways, we're going to be dialing in a national park employee. I have very little camping experience. And I would say I am an outdoorsy person, but I hate the outdoors, if that makes sense. Like, I like being outdoors. I'm not going camping. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm sleeping in a tent? I also just think, like, national parks, like, beautiful, first of all. Let's protect them at all costs. I don't even think I need to go. I don't know if it's for me, you know. One time I did this church camp thing, which, like, I've gone to the church camp before, and it's like a very, like, ooh, we're in dorms. Ooh, we have a swimming pool. Ooh, game room, like, very, like, fun. And then my mom accidentally signed me up for the camping canoe challenge portion of that. So it's like I had one night of, like, the, like, luxurious, like, dining hall food. And then the next morning, they actually didn't tell us. I don't know how the fuck my mom didn't, like, clock this. But then, like, cut to me loading up a bus at 7 a.m. the next morning with my two best friends going out into the middle of fucking nowhere. Not on my watch, baby. And it's also, like, camp counselors are so bizarre. And again, like, at the time, it's like, oh, like, you don't realize it because it's like, what, I'm 11. I don't fucking know anything. But, like, looking back at it, it's like kind of ew. Like, you're spending the summer with 11-year-olds. Hey, creep. Kidding. He's probably a good guy. But no, I did have to do the camping canoe challenge, which was the worst week of my life, genuinely. I had to sleep in a tent. I had to canoe every single day, again, as an 11-year-old. Like, why are we making 11-year-olds do anything besides, like, shitting and jumping on trampolines? Like, that's all that, like, I should have been doing is, like, eating cookies for after school snacks and jumping on a trampoline. Meanwhile, I'm canoeing every fucking morning, building a tent every single morning. Also, the thing that was so insane, we stayed at the same campground every single day. Tell me why the fuck we had to take the tent down and then put it up just, like, as, like, a disciplinary thing. Baby, I'm here on camp. This is supposed to be fun. What do you mean why are we doing that? Also, I had to eat, like, all the food over, like, the fireplace, I mean, a bonfire even. Obviously, we don't have a fucking fireplace. Again, I thought I was having this cushy, like, Christian summer camp week. No, week from hell. I've never had more mosquito bites. Also, like, again, the weird-ass camp counselor, this, like, stuck with me, like, all of these years. I'm, like, 47 years old now, and I still remember this. Every single time the camp counselor would get into our shared tent, which, again, I don't need to be sleeping in the same tent as, like, a 25-year-old. As an 11-year-old boy. Like, that's something should get your own tent, bitch. Like, that's weird. Anyways, every single time he would come into the tent to go to bed, farting the entire way. And we all would like clock it because we could hear him farting. And he's like, "Oh, don't worry, they're just air farts. They don't smell." Baby, I don't even want your air farts. Why are you getting in here while farting? Just fart outside. My God. Why would you put us through that? We've gone through fucking enough. I had to take this tent down and put it back up 7 fucking times. Anyways, it got to a point where me and my friend snuck out of the tent with a bag of Starburst, and we went and sat in like the little rest area, and we're like, we have to run away. No phone, literally no way out. We were like 100 miles away from even the camp that we were at. We got to get out of here. So we're like, when is like the best time to run? Run where? Run where, baby? Again, worst week of my fucking life. So I don't like camping. But I just have so much I have so many questions around like that type of person who's like very outdoorsy, and like people who go to national parks. I always feel like it's like either the like such like fucking intense like outdoorsy people, or just like the dumbest people with a Camelback water bottle with a water thing, like the backpack with a water thing that like are so fucking dumb. Also, like, what's the bathroom situation? I'm like, if you are really camping, where do you shit? Because I don't think I'm at a stage in my life, or ever will be at a stage in my life, where I'm gonna dig a hole to take a dump. Also, like, again, I'm not digging a hole for anything, yet alone digging a hole, squatting over it, and sharding over it. Also, how do I wipe my ass? There's no toilet paper. What am I supposed to use? Also, it's like, oh, if you use toilet paper, you need to find a way to get rid of that. No. Can we talk about those bathrooms? Like, sometimes restaurants will have like bathrooms that's like, don't put anything in here, including toilet paper. What the fuck do you mean by that? I just wipe my ass and you want me to put it in the little like trash can next to it? That's so fucking gross. Our pipes are old. Yeah, well, this place is going to smell like a fucking shithole in 2 seconds. Is it really? Get your pipes fixed. Also, like, again, I've talked ad nauseum about being able to fight a bear. I just really I want to be like prepared in situations where it's like, again, I don't want to punch a bear. I never want to punch a bear. How do I respond though? Again, like, if I could kill a bear if I had to, if I fucking had to, can I though? What are the rules? Anyways. So yeah, dialing in a national park employee.
Hello.
Becca Lynn.
Hi,
How
how's
are
it going?
you? I'm so excited to be talking to you today. So can you give us just a brief intro of your job and what you do?
Yes, so I work in Grand Teton National Park. I work at some of the busiest areas within the park. We deal with a lot of tourists, a lot of wildlife.
What would you say the most annoying part of your job is?
Tourists.
Okay. What specifically?
Very unprepared tourists going for hikes. Folks that have never been outside, or don't know what to expect when going into the backcountry. In the area of the park that I work, we see black bears every day.
How should we be acting around black bears specifically? And is it different between bears? Because aren't some bears you're supposed to almost beef up and make a scene, and then some you're supposed to make yourself teeny tiny, and then when to use the spray also as well?
Here's the rundown. Okay. So when interacting with anything big, so I would say bears, moose, elk specifically.
Do elks attack, or are they just big?
No, they don't.
Okay.
But with any big animal, if you're in their space for too long, they can get nervous. And
nervous right now. Kidding.
But then the black bears that we have in our area, they're usually pretty small. Bears are territorial, so where there's black bears, there aren't usually grizzlies. Grizzlies are the ones that most people are scared of, just in general. But the black bears that I see every day are usually about the size of a German Shepherd.
Right.
They don't want to deal with you. They just want to use the trails. They want to eat some berries and pass on by.
Wait, the bears want to use the trails, or they want us to use the trails?
Yeah.
They're hiking too?
Oh, yeah. Yep. They'll use all the same trails that we do.
I have no excuse not to be hiking if the bears are even doing it. Okay, I've been randomly talking about how I think I could fight a bear if necessary. Obviously, never punching or fighting anything without prompted. I'm gonna give you my stats really fast. I'm 6'3.5".
Okay.
There's no getting around that, and I'm about 200 pounds sopping wet. What do you think I could take? Would you say all bears, or would you just say most? I feel good about that.
Definitely not all bears. Maybe a small bear.
You think a grizzly could take me? Be honest, like genuinely, I just need to know now. Moving
Girl,
forward.
they're like 600 pounds.
Okay. I take HIIT workout classes.
I think you'd last longer than a lot of folks would.
Aw.
I'll give you that. Yeah. You put up like a really good fight.
Okay, yeah, that's like honestly what I wanted, because like I feel like it's just like everyone when they talk about bears, it's just like, yeah, you're dead, and I'm like, I just want someone to be like, you know what? Honestly, looking at you, I think you would have a good shot, and I could walk away knowing that like I could put up a fight. Are you like, what is if a bear like does come up? I'm minding my fucking business.
Yeah.
I'm doing the hike. He's doing the hike. We're both just kind of staying in our lanes. And shit goes a little bit south, and I'm like, whoa. At what point am I like pushing, fighting, scratching versus like running, fleeing, screaming?
Usually, like, bear spray is the most effective form of like fighting that we have against
What
most
is in a
big
bear
animals.
spray? Like that just they fucking
Bear spray
hate
is
so
like
much.
it's like a super concentrated like mace.
Oh.
Yeah. But bear spray is usually like your best form of protection against big animals. And you usually don't deploy unless you know you're getting attacked or like they're invading your space in an aggressive way.
Okay. How long does bear spray take them out? Is it just like two
Bear
minutes
spray
of like,
doesn't,
my fucking eyes, and then it's like, all right,
yeah,
we're back?
it's usually just a deterrent. So you like
Okay.
spray it in the general direction, like at a downward angle, like towards the trail in front of you. And then usually they just decide that they don't want to go through that again and go on their merry way.
Why are we shooting down, if you don't mind me asking?
If you spray upwards with bear spray, it's more likely that it'll get caught in the wind and come back into your face.
That's what I thought. I was gonna say the wind. Like, what emergencies would you say is like the most common thing that these tourists are getting themselves into, where you have to step up?
Yeah, heat stroke and tripping and falling, I think. Yeah. You gotta be careful.
Two most
Those
common
things
deaths in
don't
America:
get ya.
heat stroke and tripping and falling. My God. Do you have a Camelback water bottle with one of those sucking things?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have one of those like Camelback water bottles that's like a backpack that you can suck through the straw?
I do, but I don't wear it every day.
Okay.
It's like for backpacking.
I was just like was curious because I feel like if I was into hiking, I would do that. But then it's like there's a level of like pretentiousness. But then it's like, baby, this is the best bet. Like, what do you mean? Yeah. But then it's like, damn, I
Honestly,
really have a backpack full of water, don't I? Huh? What about snakes? I don't fuck with snakes even in the slightest. Are they there?
Hey, you know what? No, Grand Teton National Park has gardener snakes, and that's it.
I don't even know if I can do
It's
that.
too high of elevation. They're just like little garden snakes. Like they're usually like maybe 2 feet long.
It's really honestly
very
not about
small.
the
They
size.
don't bite
it's kind of just
people.
like a general like prejudice now I have against snakes, where I don't really fuck with any of them. Again, I really haven't ever had a bad interaction with a snake, but I've never had a good one.
I did see like eat a fish the other day at the river. That was kind of cool.
You saw who eat a what?
I saw a snake eat a fish.
See, like you're like, baby, you're fine. They're just gardener snakes. Yeah, I just ate a fish.
Okay, the fish was 2 inches long.
Okay, well, I'm only 200 pounds, so.
If you can take a bear, or at least
Right,
put up a
okay,
fight
yeah.
with a bear, you'll be fine with
But
a
that's
snake.
the thing that's like, I don't even know why I think this, but I'm like, yeah, I could take a bear, but like a gardener snake, I don't know my odds. Since you work at a state park and you kind of, sorry,
Oh, it's
sorry, I
National
just keep
Park.
saying that. God damn it, such a fucking idiot sometimes. I'm so stupid. Since you work
You're
at a
okay.
national park and you kind of on the pulse of like, you know, the environment and shit like that, are you like, oh, our planet is going to shit, or are you like optimistic because it is like a place that people come to experience nature and the outdoors?
Definitely some of both.
Okay.
I do think that like the national parks give people more experience in how like their actions make an impact on the world, and it's easier to see like the effects of erosion and, you know, human like waste being left on the trails, and there's more perspective that people get when they visit a national park. And usually I think it makes people care more about the great outdoors in general.
What percentage of people would you say are like mindful to the rules versus like not giving a fuck and just doing whatever they want?
I'd say like 75% are like really respectful. People have just been like shitting in the park.
Shitting, sorry.
Like just anywhere,
SHITTING.
like on the trails
What?
and everywhere. Part of my job has been like educating people like not to do that. So
Have you caught someone in the act of taking a shot? in public?
Oh
Or
my
no?
God. No. Okay. So we have like an employee parking lot, and
Shitting it.
in this
kidding.
employee parking
Perfect.
lot,
Take a shit in that.
there was in between two of our like utility trailers, somebody had taken a
No.
shit and left their underwear
No.
in between. Yeah, I'm not joking.
Did you have to do something about that?
I mean, my boss had to go back there and like clean it up, but I was the one that like discovered it, and it was shocking.
That's horrible. Is the bathroom situation that bad that people are shitting anywhere? Shitting in the parking lot?
Typically, no. I mean, the thing is, they were like a 3-minute walk from an actual bathroom.
Yeah, I'm just going to shit in the employee lot, but thanks.
Yep.
Not doing the 3-minute walk. I'll just take a dump here. Thank you, though. That's so insane.
And leave my undies.
Yeah, that's crazy. Also, like, you're just like free balling a hike now? My God.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
Wow, can't even imagine how bad they're going to be chafing. But what is one thing you want people to know about your job or national parks in general?
Just to be patient. National parks, you know, the folks that work there, especially with like this administration, there's been like some changes. So give people some extra grace, understand that it's busy because it's a beautiful place and that it'll be worth a wait. Give your fellow travelers and the employees some patience, and that will take you a very, very long way.
And how can we help kind of, protect the national parks and good things like that?
Make sure you're visiting the visitor centers, you're learning about the history of the place, learn about the native tribes in the area, the history and the conservation efforts that are going on in each park, because they are so different.
Yeah.
And there's so many beautiful things that are happening to make sure that these beautiful places stay wild.
Wow. These beautiful places stay wild is like, holy shit, shivers down my spine. I'm going to get that actually tattooed on my lower back. What about the park rangers? Are they like really intense?
Yeah, but I think like as they should be.
Yeah.
Like nobody's like intense in an asshole way.
Right. And it's like, hey, also don't shit in our parking lot. Thanks. Can anyone take out any of the rentals, or are you doing like background checks, or is it just like, fuck it, go?
It's just canoes and kayaks. So as long as they're over the age of 5.
5?
Yeah.
5-year-olds can take those things out by themselves?
No.
Oh, okay. God, no.
They have to be with an adult.
Oh, okay.
But
How old do you have to be to take one out by yourself?
18.
18, fuck. Yeah, I can do that. Damn, I'm just imagining a little 5-year-old now doing it by himself. Can't, legally.
So sorry that most of my stories have been about poop.
No, it's okay. Honestly, I just didn't realize that, like, poop was such a big thing in national parks. Like, but now that I'm thinking about it, like,
Yeah.
where would you shit besides the employee parking lot between two cars? Can you start your own fire?
Sure can.
Oh, hell.
Can you?
God, no. Thank you so much for coming on, dialing in with Brett. You were truly such a treat. And I'm like, feel like
No
very
problem.
comfortable about bears now and very confident in my chances, thanks to you. The gardener snakes I'm fucked with, but thank you so much. All right, we'll talk soon. Okay,
Thank
I
you.
love you.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Wow, just wow. I really can't get over like the poop thing. Like again, like obviously there's like more important things that she talked about. If someone took a fucking shit in my parking lot and I had to clean it up, I'm not doing that. That's where I draw the line is shit. It kind of makes me want to go outside more. Like not like very much go outside. Like I want to do like an elementary style hike right now with no snakes. I would do a few bears. That was Becca, the national park employee. Did I call it a state park and it probably was a little bit disrespectful to her job title? Yeah. National park. She's not a state park employee. Why the fuck would she do that? And I guess the main takeaway is just please don't shit in the woods. That's another thing. Like, obviously, I'm not going to shit in the parking lot. I also don't see myself shitting on the ground and picking it up with a bag of poop. Like, what? No, I'm not doing that. So, again, maybe I just won't go camping. Do people just shit on the grounds when they go camping? Like, obviously, there's some, like, shelter things. But, like, if you're going camping, you are shitting in the woods. The only time I can shit is, like, when I'm in the comfort of my own home, hunched over my phone scrolling TikToks. Like, I'm not doing that. Shit is sacred to me. I'm not doing that outside. I'm not getting a plethora of leaves to cover my shit randomly. Here's a story. Again, like, I've been recently thinking about just, like, weird fucking moments I've had that, like, I just, like, have looked past, and now I'm like, what? One time when I moved to LA, I would take any job, any opportunity. I was working random ass jobs. I was driving Instacart for a full year, which was horrible, truly horrible. And I have so much respect for people who like drive people's groceries or like delivery drivers, because people are so mean. It would be like, oh, they're out of like the bigger box of Wheat Thins. Here's the exact same fucking box, but like slightly smaller. Like, can I replace that? No. What other options do they have? Baby, this is the only option. And then they would live in like a $16 million home and wouldn't tip you at all. Anyways, it was horrible. Again, would say yes to anything. And one time this came across my desk. Someone was like, hey, I have like a really cool project. Like, are you usually the lead man? Me never booked anything in my life ever. Yes, I'm the lead fucking man. Are you kidding me? You think I do background shit? I was only background acting at this point. No. Yeah, baby, I am the lead man. And it was for a Megan Thee Stallion show. And I was the lead man. And I haven't talked about this much, but yeah, I was the lead man of a Megan Thee Stallion show. I obviously called my mom freaking out. I was like, I'm hosting a show with Megan Thee Stallion. Don't know why they chose my bunk ass, but this is like, wow, this is going to change my life. Show up to work the first day. They're like, okay, so here, you're actually going to go to this U-Haul place, and you're going to pick something up for us as the lead man. Great. Yeah, that makes sense as the talent to go pick up a U-Haul. Great. Get there. You will be driving this semi-truck. Okay. Usually just I usually am just in front of the camera, you know, kind of the life of the party and shit. Again, hadn't booked anything ever. Okay. So I had to drive a fucking semi-truck. Obviously, I have no experience driving a semi-truck. Sure, fuck it. I have to drive 45 minutes to pick someone else up with this semi-truck. Again, I'm like, this really doesn't seem like my job. But again, I'm just happy to help wherever. I'll help the small guys. Sure, like I get it. Like I am the star of the show, but fuck it. I'll drive a semi. Drive 45 minutes to pick up the other person. They open the trunk. It's the wrong semi. Cool. Really cool. So I had to drive back to the U-Haul, get a different semi, and then I had to drive 2 hours to location. Anyways, lead man does not mean you are the lead of the show. It means you are like an art director. How the fuck was I supposed to know that? Also, like me so confident. Yes, I am the lead man. That's kind of like my role all the time. And then I got to set. How long have you been doing art directing? Come again? I look at what a lead man is. Yeah, it's art directing. So I built a set. So I was building the set of the Megan Thee Stallion show. Didn't even like really get to talk to Megan at all. Kind of brainstorm some interview questions and shit like that, just in case. Didn't use them. I built a set, and it was like a dog theme thing. So I built a dog set. Thanks. Had to put together like a dog futon. Like it was a futon for a dog. Again, thought my life was going to be forever changed because I'm doing a show with Megan Thee Stallion. Not really a lead man. So, yeah. The show was like a Snapchat show, so like even if I was the host, probably wouldn't have changed my life, but it like is so insane, like telling pretty much everyone I know that I'm hosting a show with Megan Thee Stallion. Cut to me like cutting ribbon. Cut to me running errands and driving a semi-truck. So that's why I don't tell anyone anything until, that's a lie, I tell everyone ever. I'm like, that's why I'm a closed book. Me never keeping anything to myself ever. Yeah, I'm just like shy and shit like that. Something that I've been kind of wrestling with right now. I do like to dress up. Okay? Do I think I have good style? Yeah. Yeah, I fucking do. And it's gotten to a weird point now where it's like, I'm trying to decide like if I want to, like what is more important to me, dressing cool or looking hot. And there is a difference. I feel like the less I do, the better I look, but the more I do, the cooler I look. And so I got invited to this dinner the other week, and I decided to go cool. Rather than hot. Obviously, I look like a lesbian, respectfully, in every single picture I took. Okay, which, is there anything wrong with being a lesbian? No, I love it. I personally don't need to look like a lesbian randomly. And it was my damn sunglasses. And of course I had to keep them on for every single picture. So it's tough. But then again, it's like, ooh, hi, cool guy. So it begs a question. It really begs a question. So again, if you see me looking, just know I'm aware of that. And I know that I could look hotter, but I'm going if I'm looking mid, it's because I'm going cool. But if I'm looking hot, it's because I'm not trying hard enough. Anyways, I'll attach the picture. I can't even look. Again, my dysmorphia goes fucking nuts, which is great. But then it's also oh, but do I genuinely kind of look like a woman in some of these stills? Also, that my haircut's tough. My haircut's really tough right now. It's kind of like a bowl cut, messy, not clean, and then my all my features are very interesting right now. Also, I want to get a caricature artist on here. I think a caricature artist would have a fucking field day with my face. I'm terrified. That is probably one of my biggest fears is going to a caricature artist, because it's what do you mean? They're gonna have I feel like a caricature artist just makes all of your features bigger. But I'm baby, mine already at max capacity. You can't blow this shit up anymore, but I'm sure they would, and I can't, my nose, I could not see what a caricature artist would do with that. And I don't think I'm in a headspace to see all my features blown the fuck up, because, again, they are blown already. I, wanted to get a nose job for so long just because, my nose is fucked. But then I just got to a point where it's whatever, it's fucked, but it's me. But I would always talk to my friends, mostly kidding, about being no, I'm seriously, gonna get a nose job. And then one of my friends' moms actually said, oh, Brett, you don't need to get a nose job, which I'm oh my God. Really? And she's yeah, because all of your features are big, so it works for you. What was that, baby? And then I was oh, okay. She's like you have a big mouth, you have big eyes, you have a big. Oh, I'll stop you right there. I will stop you right there. We don't even need to talk about the size of any of my features unless it's what. Kidding. But yeah, I would get fucked by a caricature artist. But that being said, I do think it'd be fun on the podcast to kind of see maybe even a video element of maybe I'll just have them sit right here and just kind of just have fun with it. Again, it will completely ruin my life, but it could be a fun episode. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to episode 3 of Dialing In. It's so crazy because I feel like I've been doing this for 3 years, but then it's also there are literally 3 episodes out. I'm going to get you guys to like this podcast. If it's the last fucking thing I do, I'm not letting this flop. And right now, is it flopping? No, it's getting 78 likes on Reels, bitch. We're not flopping. But once you guys get it, you guys are going to love it. And if you don't, oh, God. Oh, God. I'm going to start posting more on TikTok, organic content, because y'all eat that shit up like a Snickers bar. And then I, invest X amount of dollars into starting a podcast. Y'all don't like it. Back to the old shit. Anyways, truly thank you so much for those of you who have been loving and supporting this podcast. I'm having a great time doing it. Remember, fill out that Google form. You can be anything. We just want to talk to interesting people who have interesting stories, interesting jobs. I just want to ask you dumb questions, and if you want to talk to me about shit, do that. Also, I want to be able to call someone in for "Am I in the wrong?" and tell them if they're actually in the wrong. And that is a luxury I have not been able to have in the past couple weeks. Again, episode 3, I recognize that. I want to tell you if you're in the wrong, or again, the person you're fighting with is in the wrong. That's kind of all I ever want to do, is tell people that they're in the wrong. All right, love you guys. We'll revisit this next week. Let's talk next week, and until then, just blow the shit up. Blow my shit up. Just absolutely like, comment, subscribe the hell out of everything on all platforms, all streaming platforms. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, like it right now. What are you doing? And also comment. You guys can do that. You guys can also subscribe too. Okay, you're watching it and not subscribing. Why? That hurts my feelings a pretty good bit. Anyways, I love you guys. Hey.